Okay. Now, this idea of shrinking it, what does that mean? Say to yourself, it's smaller. It's smaller. I mean, what does actually have to happen here to shrink the big picture that you're afraid of into a small picture that you're not afraid of?
Well, let's put it this way. It's really just a matter of thinking and becoming aware of how you're thinking, not necessarily what, right? Because if I say to you, think about a not so good time in your life, you feel a certain way. But if I say, think about the most exquisite time in your life when you laughed hard and just had a great time, you feel differently just by the memory of it. And when people think about what it is that they fear, it's simply a memory of it. And once we actually change the structure of the memory inside of our minds, it literally changes how you feel.
Just by saying it? Like hocus pocus?
Right, I know. You know, the hardest thing about what I do is that people say it can't be that easy. But the truth is that when you actually just sit down and pay attention to how you're thinking, things can change if you change how you think.
So is it self-scripting? You've got to come up with the speech to give yourself when the thing hits you. Oh, I know. Right. Now I'm feeling a phobia. Now I go to this script. Say this. I mean, is it like that? Because I don't know what people should do when you say shrink.
Okay, so
What do you say to yourself, "Oh, come on, it's just a little spider. Oh, come on, you know that spider bite's not going to kill you. Oh, come on, less than 1% of the snake bites even, hurt people substantially." Is that what we're saying, that you get your proactive voice to tell your fear? I mean, you're talking to yourself in your head. Is that what it is?
That has something to do with it too, with some people. But the truth is that no matter how many times I say to someone, you know, more people survive from flying and getting to places than anything else, any other form of transportation. I can tell you that most dogs are safe, that petting a dog, most of the time, you're just having a good time from it. And no matter how many times you're rational about something and expressing it, you're going to be fine, you're going to be fine. It doesn't really matter to the person who has that great fear, because they still haven't changed the structure of how they're thinking about it. Because not only do I shrink the fear, but let's take, for instance, you think about the worst time you ever had that fear. When I guide you through actually reversing it, reversing that memory so that you hear all the sounds go backwards, you see all the movements move backwards, and then blink that black and white, it actually loses the charge inside your mind so that it loses the intensity of the feeling throughout the rest of your body. Because let's face it,